missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for Denver, we've got Rivers. Jokic is out there with Bol. Then it's Porter. Now here's Doncic. Count it. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And, guys, they know he's going to finish off the lob in style. Porzingis and his teammates connecting on target.
Pass to Jokic. Lets it go from deep. The Mavericks pull it in. Now here's Doncic over Porter. Nice D from Porter. It's stolen. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, he's known for his finesse game, guys, but Porzingis showing you there. He's got some power to his game, too.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide-open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
And Doncic throws it down.
Porzingis has no problem giving the ball up. This is just the kind of unselfishness you like to see.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And again, Denver no good.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
It's good.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Yep, that one goes in there.
The only way he was getting to the hoop was to use the double clutch.
Mavericks leading by 6. Doncic with it. Outside, Porzingis. Goes up to the stripe. Good as the jump shot falls. Porzingis has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now, here's Porter. Campazzo. Off target with his 3.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Here's Porzingis, and it's Dallas with another.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Doncic against Porter. And Doncic hits it to go.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
The Nuggets trail by 10. The pass to Jokic. Doncic with the steal. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. And the officials call a traveling violation. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Morris passes to Millsap. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
A
hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
Now here's Hardaway. The 15-footer. Here's CLA Stein. 4 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Morris. And they're pushing it up. Passes it to Najee. The 7-footer falls. With 1 on the clock. The shot that time not on target. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. On the court for the Mavericks, Powell is out there with Hardaway. Then there's CLA Stein. Then there's Burke, and it's Brunson in at the point. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. Pass to CLA Stein. Here's Powell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Hardaway, and it's good off the back rim and in.
You know, Hardaway Jr. is definitely a shoot-first kind of player, and I like the fact that he plays to that strength of his.
Here's Rivers. Doesn't go that time. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Burke, and it's denied. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Denver making a switch here. Porter's checked in. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Takes it from 10. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. 6-point game. Now the feed to Bull. And the layup's good off the glass. Bull's got his first points of the night.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Doncic outside. And Bull pulls it down. The Nuggets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Rivers. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Now just a 2-point Maverick lead. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Doncic against Porter. The offensive rebound out to Doncic. There's the pass to Finney-Smith. He lobs it up. Shot clock at 6. Here's Marjanovic, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Need more of this from Jokic. When he's active on defense, he's a capable shot blocker.
Harrison's checked in for Denver. The Nuggets have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. And here's Jokic. No good. That would have tied it.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Here's Richardson. Banked in off the glass. Richardson's got his second bucket. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning. and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Here's Doncic. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
Boy, a strong, versatile offensive player. Doncic capable of burning you from anywhere on the floor.
Campazzo puts the move on, and that's 2 points on the layup. 6 points for him.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Here's Brunson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Brunson scanning the floor.
Ooh, ugly second quarter for him, and now I think he's starting to really force the issue.
Here's Najee, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Millsap doing a nice job there, reading the defense, and makes a nice slick pass to burn the opponent.
Pass to Brunson. Back to Burke. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Morris. It's rebounded by Brunson. The Mavericks leading. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Here's Cauley Stein.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. Five seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Morris. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They are leading by 4. Kenny, give us your take. And that.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
They've got Bowles. He's out there with Jokic. Porter is out there with Rivers. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Doncic with the bucket.
Well, you can't let Doncic have these types of opportunities, guys. When you aren't close to him, this is what happens.
The Nuggets trail by 6.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Now Porter after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Here's Richardson. And foul on the... And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here's Green. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Rivers finds Jokic. Porzingis with the steal. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Porter. Doncic, no good.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. First trip to the line for him here. Free throw, good. Jokic.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
And so he makes both from the line. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done differently, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Now here's Green. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Jokic.
You know, after starting 0 for 3 this half, they finally get one down.
Brunson the pass to Pop. Jokic against Cauley-Stein. Pass to Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Well, you don't see bigs with Jokic's skill level very often. His athleticism, very average, but he still can throw it down if he has to.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Boy, an attacker who's not afraid to get a little rugged and physical. I like Hardaway Jr.'s disposition, fellas.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. Trailing by 4. Millsap against Hardaway. From the left block. Millsap misses for Dallas. They've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Burke. Here's Colin. Oh, the power on that threw down.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley-Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
.122 left to play here in the third. Brunson against Morris. Mavericks leading by 6. Out to Hardaway. A 3-ball. No good that time. And the Nuggets going the other way. Here's Morris. And he converts the layup.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Brunson. Powell, the pass to Brunson. To the middle. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
It's good. Haji's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Brunson against Morris. Brunson kicks to Cauley-Stein. Back to Brunson. 6 to shoot. Count that one.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Morris passes to Najee. Back to Morris. And oh boy, a lot of contact. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's Dallas. They're up by 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. You've got Doncic. He's out there with Josh Richardson. J.J. Redick is out there with Porzingis. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4. And Redick kicks to Doncic. Looking to end his cold spell. Denver's shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession.
And, guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid. He's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
Out to Porzingis. Richardson outside. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Denver in the lead. Campazzo. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Doncic. Richardson kicks to Marjanovic. Doncic outside. And they convert at last on attempt number 3.
Timeout. Boy, Doncic so crafty and good at using screens and being effective in screening situations. He's a true scorer and playmaker.
Denver calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
And the Nuggets making a change here. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys, when Mike Malone talked to his team during that last timeout, he really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Porzingis with the ball. Now Bol defending. And Doncic throws it down.
Boy, he's an excellent defender. You look at Josh Richardson. He's got real good length, athleticism, quickness, and does a good job reading the opposition, too.
Here's Morris. Doncic with the block. And they'll keep possession. Jokic passes to Porter. Here's Morris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. It's not going to go for him. And Denver the other way now. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. And Porter, here we go. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Porter's got 4 points in the quarter.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Paul Millsap's checked in for the Nuggets. Austin Rivers comes in for Shaquille Harrison. Hardaway's checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Doncic over Rivers, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Boy, Doncic plays with such an edge and attitude, and I think it endears him to his teammates and gives them confidence.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
Morris against Doncic. Morris passes to Jokic, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Doncic feeling it out. And it's sent back by Jokic. Here's Rivers. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for Denver.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Now Doncic, and it's sent back by Jokic. They retain possession. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Morris inside. Guarded by Doncic. Count it!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
And so they foul intentionally.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You don't want to force it, though. Still need to get a quality look.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2.
Jokic is one of those new breed of positionless players. On any given night, he could lead the team in points, rebounds, or assists, or maybe all 3, triple-double like.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. It's the first that brings them within 2 here. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And now they foul and stop the clock. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed.
Porter with the steal. Jokic inside. And And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. It will. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it. Here are the Nuggets unloading from the team bus earlier on, anxious to get. And as the
Kevin, thanks.
he stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Jokic is out there with Bol. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Austin Rivers. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Robert Covington, Damian Lillard out there with Jones. Then it's Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. Now, here's Lillard. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Anthony with it. Lillard outside. Shoots from the elbow. Second chance effort. And Nurkic lays it in.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
Pass to Jokic. And there it is for him.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
For Portland, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Lillard surveying the D. And then Lillard slams it in.
And don't sleep on Lillard's vertical. When he's going strong to the bucket, he's capable of throwdowns like these.
The Nuggets on offense. Here's Rivers. Porter passes to Bol. Campazzo covered by Lillard. Clock at 6. With the shot. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Porter against Lillard. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Lillard's got 5 now.
You got to get out on Lillard. I mean, his long-distance shot, you know it's cash.
Here's Porter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his first chance at the line tonight. Free throw good. Porter.
Yeah, a former 5-star recruit. We know about the talent level for Porter, but he's also a mature, hard-working guy.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Portland. Collin comes in for Jones. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Lillard attacking. Count that bucket. Lillard's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Giles checked in for Robert Covington. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Powell in for Damian Lillard. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. The Nuggets getting the bucket. It's McCollum with the drive. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Love the sensational ball control from McCollum. He makes it look so easy.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 1. It's blocked, and they get it back. McGee, the pass to Najee. Basket good. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
McCollum dishes to Powell. Back to McCollum. And there's the pass to Powell. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's Harrison. He dishes it to McGee. Taken away. Powell against Millsap. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Trailblazers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Now, here is Morris. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Najee. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. McCollum with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. There's 14 seconds left here in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Cantor. Back to McCollum. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Portland out in front. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he's...
Humble beginnings. You know, I'm from
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They were just the more aggressive team. I mean, feeding off this crowd's energy.
Jones is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Anthony in at the 3. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Now here's Lillard. 7 points in the game.
And whether he's creating for himself or spotting up, Lillard's jumper is whizzing.
Campazzo covered by Lillard. Campazzo passes it to Porter. Over Jones. Porter, no luck.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range, just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
And Lillard kicks to Covington. Lillard outside. No good on the shot. And it's Denver the other way. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
But they get it back. Taken away by Anthony. Porter with the steal. Moving it up. Anthony with the block. They recover it. The putback. Here's Jokic. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Jokic has got his second bucket tonight. Lillard outside. That's tipped. Porter with the steal. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
On defense, Portland only giving up 2 points this quarter. Jokic with the steal. Campazzo, he kicks the ball. Pass to Jokic. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. Jokic has got 4 points now in the quarter. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him.
Underrated coming into the league and underestimated. Millsap doesn't have any doubters anymore.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Harry Giles comes in for Robert Covington. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simons. Kanter dishes to McCollum. Back to Kanter. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Here's Morris. The shot's good. Morris has got the lead up to 2 now for the Nuggets.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Now here's Powell. McGee on the double team. Powell kicks to Kanter. A 3 from McCollum and another 3 for Portland.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Nugget shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. It's Millsap with the drive.
And since Millsap joined the league back in 2006, grit has been his calling card. Some contact won't stop him from attacking.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Collin passes to Powell. Now Kanter. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's McCollum. And Kanter throws it down.
That'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
The Nuggets trail. And here is Morris. Pass to Najee. Back to Morris. Dishes it to Millsap. It's tipped. McCollum outside. The pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Millsap with the steal. And here's the fast break. Millsap leading the way. Got a piece of it. And now Portland on the break. And here's McCollum for 3. Denver grabs the miss. 17 seconds left to play in the first half. Off on the layup. Fast break, here they come. Back to Powell. McCollum right side. So that'll be it for the first half. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They ended the period holding on to a slit. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Taking a look at the Nuggets. Hole is out there with Porter. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Nikola Jokic. 4 on the clock. Porter. And he uses the glass on the layup. Porter's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Nuggets.
Well, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
The shot by Lillard wide open. Here's Jones, and Jones slams it home. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 9. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Kicks to Nurkic. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Rivers passes to Jokic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's 8 points for Jokic.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Lillard finds Covington. Back to Lillard. And they pick up 2.
They couldn't ask for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Rivers scanning the floor. Portland grabs the miss. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Out to Anthony. Portland moving the ball around. Stolen by Rivers. And now Jokic pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And at 7-2, Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Lillard against Porter. And that one's good. Lillard's got 13.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Here's Morris and McCollum with the block. Hollis Jefferson passes to Cannon. Morris against McCollum. Passes it to Cannon. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
Morris, no good. Portland leading. Here's McCollum. Finished off the break. He's got 9.
McCullough, he's a threat in transition. He excels in leaking out, and then he knows where to run in the open floor.
Morris against McCollum. Now, here is Morris. Guarded closely. Denver shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And Morris drops them both. Portland's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Misses off the left iron. And it's Harrison with the ball for the Nuggets. It's a 1-point game. And the wide-open shot from Morris finds himself wide open and drills it. Morris has got 4 this quarter.
It's a tight one. Neither team really able to create any separation.
McCollum outside. Pass to Canner. McCollum kicks to Powell. 5 to shoot. Cantor, the pass to McCollum. Shoots over McGee. Millsap with the steal. And now the Nuggets. Last break. Millsap's running. Tips it up. And it's Millsap with the extra effort. Millsap's got the lead up to 3 now for Denver.
They're not playing defense with anywhere near the passion they showed in the first half. There's been a big-time drop-off.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Now here's Powell to the inside. Hollis Jefferson, and the layup falls. Hollis Jefferson's got his first 2 points of the night.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Here's Morris. The layup off target. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Denver on top, leading by... And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Damian Lillard out there with Jones. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Anthony. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just trying to keep the momentum now. And that's easier said than done.
Lillard from outside. Jones with it. Now defended by Jokic. Jones dishes to Nurkic. Lillard against Porter. Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
Now, what more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother.
Campazzo covered by Lillard. Porter looking it over. Count it, good. Porter's got 4 this quarter.
And he's got a great balance of knowing when to slash inside. Porter needs to keep being this aggressive on the drive.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Paul Millsap is checked in for the Nuggets. Here's Lillard. Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Dang, that's his 4th foul. Now he's going to have to be careful. Still a little ways to go and only 2 fouls to spare.
Simons, he's checked in for Portland. Monte Morris is checked in for the Nuggets. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Giles is checked in. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Millsap finds Rivers. And he uses the glass on the layup. And it's a 5-point Nugget lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Covington passes to Lillard. Outside, Covington. To the wing right side. Back to Lillard. On deep. The long distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Reminding us again why he's one of the game's great clutch shooters.
Here's Morris. It's deflected. Lillard outside to tie it up. Trailblazers keep it alive. Here's Anthony. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. For Denver, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far.
Yeah, Bo, with the unique combination of height and skill, that's a challenge for any defender.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
They get what they want out of that trip. Now a 2-possession game.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. Back to Lillard. Jokic against Nurkic. Here's Giles. The dish to Nurkic. Shoots from 14. Morris with the rebound. The Nuggets leading by 4. Here's Rivers. Makes it off the glass.
You see the quickness from Rivers right there. He's good at probing inside when he gets a chance.
1:19 left in the fourth. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Feeds it to Nurkic. Cross contact on the shot. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. The challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
40 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Lillard from outside. And Jokic with the rebound. Covington with the steal. And Lillard kicks to Jones. The putback, it drops. And now they trail by just 4.
What a calm player. Covington, even in high-stakes situations, he feels comfortable firing away.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. 6 seconds left in the game. Three-pointer, Lillard. The shot, no good. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight. A stunning view of the moon over. And before.
Well, guys,
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Damian Lillard out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Anthony. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. And for Dallas, Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Now here's Covington. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the flag.
Good.
I mean, you literally want to dislike your opponent.
Good work there as it goes.
Well, you want to talk about a picture-perfect jumper. Luka Doncic knows a thing or two about getting into the mid-range.
Inside, here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Nurkic finds Anthony. Plenty of space. They get it back. Outside, Covington. A three-pointer, no good. Covington with the steal. Passes to Jones. Feeds it to Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, quick thinking wins Dame assists. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
Doncic outside. And the layup is good. Doncic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Lillard. Launches it. A rebound by Marjanovic. Pass to Doncic. Here's Porzingis. Back to Doncic. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Here's Doncic. Here's Marjanovic. And at last, they get one to fall.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Lillard scanning the floor. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Back to Doncic. Now the pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Lillard. Here's the 3. Lillard again missing. For Dallas, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And Doncic, here we go. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Marjanovic finds Porzingis. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Oh, guys, you have got to love those long strides. KP able to cover some ground on his way to the rim.
Now, here's Nurkic. Jones in the post. Richardson covering. Jones, no luck.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they just given away.
And Doncic throws it down.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
Here's Lillard. The Mavericks making the shot. Beyond the arc. Here's Anthony. It's blocked. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Trailblazers. Norman Powell comes in for Derek Jones. Now here's Porzingis. The good-looking shot from the wing.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis, and it's Burke in for Richardson. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Giles checked in for Robert Covington. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Anthony, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Lillard. Now here's McCollum, 5 on the clock, drills it from outside.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And here is Hardaway. Back to Brunson. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr., a better playmaker than maybe people think. This guy very good at breaking the defense down.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we... Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing.
I think it comes from the NFL.
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Portland, Powell is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. So it's Portland now. The Mavericks making the shot. McCollum feeling it out a bit. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Trey Burke.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And then for the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. Jones checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
My question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Lillard with the bucket.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Doncic outside. Pass to Marjanovic. Here's Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. Again, the Mavericks score. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed.
We are talking about a clever scorer. Luka Doncic has developed such a knack for getting to the free throw line.
Trailblazers trail by 10. Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 10. It's Richardson on the wing. The 3. Dallas again missing. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Portland. And now we've got the intentional foul. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Lillard. He's got 7. With the floater, and the layup is up and in. Lillard's got 9.
I'll tell you, he's having his way right now in the second period. Forget the first quarter. Let's get to work.
Burke looking over the floor. And he makes good on the layup. Burke's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to McCollum. Lillard outside. Fires the 3. McCollum no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Brunson. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there. Well, Norman Powell these last several seasons has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date.
Here's Lillard. They get it back. And the pass to Cantor. McCollum dishes to Cantor. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Brunson the pass to Powell. Now Cauley Stein. He's covered by Cantor. Hardaway against Powell. Shoots from the right block. In deep. Hardaway drops it in the basket. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
Well, I'll tell you, Tim Hardaway Jr. has shown he's not just a perimeter scorer. This guy can get it done on the inside.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
But you can see the quickness of Dwight Powell on the drive. He can catch defenders off guard.
This is his first free throw of the game. J.J. Redick's checked in for Trey Burke. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Giles comes in for Robert Covington. Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Lillard. Now here's McCollum. He has 5. That one falls.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Here's Brunson. That one wide left.
Listen, he knows he should have made...
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. And Kenny, along with the incredible production Luka Doncic gives this game, his leadership may be... And that...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
They've got Porzingis. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half. Marjanovic finds Doncic. And that one, good. Doncic has got the lead up to 10 now for Dallas.
There's a savviness innate to Luka Doncic. He has played this game for such a long time. Pick and roll, yeah, that's in my bag.
Jones, the pass to Nurkic. Dishes it to Lillard. Fires for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 12 in the game.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Doncic feeling it out. 14 feet away. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Well, the offensive IQ of Luka Doncic is special. This guy has every shot in his arsenal.
Marjanovic against Nurkic. Back to Lillard from past the arc. Finish off by Nurkic.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Doncic with it. 14 points for him. Misses off the right iron.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Deep two from Anthony. The Mavericks pull it in. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And Doncic, here we go.
Luka Doncic has superstar written all over him. He's cooking.
Pass to Anthony. Back to Lillard. He feeds it to Anthony. Passes it to Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Dallas making a switch here. Redick is checked in. And then for the Trailblazers, Norman Powell's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Porzingis inside. Working on Nurkic. That's tipped. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Rebounded by Anthony. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Mike Powell comes in for Porzingis. Hardaway's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Burke in for Luka Doncic. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Harry Giles comes in for Anthony. Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony Simons. Now, here's Kanter. McCollum from deep three-point land. Beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall. Here's Cauley-Stein. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Powell down low. Covered by Redick. Now here's McCollum. Tight defense on him. Here's Giles. Now here's McCollum. He's got 7. Another shot. Camp it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Giles.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
1:10 left in the third quarter. Here's Burke. From outside, off the mark. Kanter with it. Now guarded by Redick. Powell kicks to Kanter. Now here's McCollum. Burke covering. McCollum, no good.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Dallas. Anthony's checked in for Portland. And Fernie Simons comes in for Rondae Hollis-Jefferson. Now here's Brunson. The 3. And Kanter pulls it down. McCollum right side. 27 seconds left in the third. Missed inside.
That makes him 0 for this quarter, and that has not helped their cause.
That's a Hardaway. Offensive rebound. Powell dishes to Cauley-Stein. Hardaway for 3. Hands it from downtown. Hardaway has got the lead up to 10 now for the man.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. is known as a scorer. Knocks down the long-distance look right there.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're shooting the... And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the floor for Portland, they've got Norman Powell. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to Richardson from deep three-point range. No good that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way. McCollum passes to Cannon. McCollum against Richardson. The pass to Simons. Just 5 to shoot. Here's McCollum. Rebounded by Hardaway.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Doncic comes in for Jalen Brunson. Portland also making some changes. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Norman Powell. And Jones subbed in for Anthony Simons. Pass to McCollum. Lets it go from 14. Buries the jump shot.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
Up top, Doncic. Defended by Jones. And that one is good. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
McCollum outside. And there's the feed to Nurkic. Outside, Covington. And he drops it in from the low post.
Since Covington has arrived in the league, he has come such a long way in his overall game. Great interior work there.
Here's Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. Doncic outside. Shoots over Nurkic. Doncic, no good. Trailblazers trail by 6. McCollum with the ball. And it's Richardson picking him up.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless? It's a foul there. I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Redick is checked in. And a switch here also for Portland. Damian Lillard, he's checked in for McCollum. Jones finds Lillard. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's stolen by Jones. Richardson against Lillard. Jones dishes to Nurkic. Back to Jones. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Doncic against Jones. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Lillard against Doncic. Now here's Lillard. He's guarded close. The jumper's good from inside 6 feet.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Doncic outside. Outside, Porzingis. Outside for Redick. Here's Marjanovic. Tries again. Back to Porzingis. From outside the arc. A new 14 for the Mavericks. Passes it to Doncic. And another shot. That's down the hatch. Notch one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Anthony, the pass to Nurkic. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They've led by as much as 10. Well, for the Mavericks, they can just run out the clock. Now, Doncic. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Probably a little close. All right, David, thank you. Some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Cole is out there with Jokic. Then it's Porter. And it's Rivers. And for Dallas, we've got Luka Doncic. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Now here's Richardson. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
I like to see Richardson up there and finishing strong.
Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Richardson right side. Passes it to Marjanovic. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Porter, no luck.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Richardson, good.
Even though he's slightly built, Richardson does play a physical game. Remarkable how much contact he absorbs.
Now, here's Jokic, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Doncic against Porter. Outside, Porzingis. This one for 3. And it's Denver with the rebound.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
Campazzo. It's rebounded by Doncic. Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Back to Richardson. They double him with Rivers. Richardson the pass to Doncic. Nice open look, but it's no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Brunson, good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Rivers with it. Jokic passes to Rivers. Second shot opportunity. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Just have to stay down on any kind of pump fake. Once Jokic got him up in the air, he had him.
The Nuggets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. And Denver with a change here, too. Jermichael Green, who's checked in for Porter. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Now Hardaway Jr. up over top right there, rising up.
Harrison passes to Jokic. That shot off. Cauley-Stein with the defensive effort. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body, and I think we will see that in time.
Here's Rivers. Tim Hardaway making his last shot. Pass to Jokic. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, Millsap a little bit gritty there. Good to see him go in and hit the glass.
And here's Brunson. Outside, Redick. Cauley-Stein. The tip in on the offensive rebound.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
32 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Jokic kicks to Millsap. And Millsap snaps it in.
Well, at 6'8", Millsap is still a threat to get up in the air and get those down.
Brunson finds Hardaway. Just 3 on the clock.
Hustle play from Millsap as the shot was going up, not making that one easy.
And we reached. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few thoughts.
Southwest, I mean, you need to took your.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Burt. He's out there with Doncic. Powell is out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the four-man position. Here's Doncic. The Nuggets hitting the bucket, and it's good for two. Doncic has got his second basket of the game.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
Now here is McGee. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Green, the pass to McGee. Another shot. Green kicks to Harrison. Campazzo, Burt covering, and he makes that one.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Finney-Smith passes to Powell. And that one is off. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Millsap left side. It's good on the putback. McGee's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nuggets.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
All sorts of time. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Powell. Porzingis is coming in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Richardson in for Burke.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Now here's Doncic, and the shot is good. Doncic has got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Rivers passes to Jokic. That one goes in. Jokic has got 6.
I like that. Staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
There's the pass to Marjanovic. Now here's Porzingis. Doncic outside. 11 feet away, and that's good for 2. Doncic has got 6 points in the quarter. The Nuggets have gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Jokic inside, guarded by Marjanovic, and it's Jokic missing. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Pass to Jokic. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
And the dunk by Bol.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
For Dallas, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Pass to Marjanovic. Over Jokic. They shoot again. Marjanovic, no good. Deflects the pass. Porzingis against Jokic. Rivers gets a wide open look. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Marjanovic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Richardson, and so it's tied as we hit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Bat. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening. That's all for now.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, they've got Nikola Jokic. Morris is out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Bull, and it's Porter at the small forward position. Now here's Richardson. Over Rivers. Stolen by Rivers. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Mavericks trail by 4. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Doncic from the arc. He's off on that one. And Denver the other way now. And stolen by Richardson. One-on-one fast break. And that'll be 2 free throws. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here's Rivers, and Jokic wide open. He shoots offline with his 3. Marjanovic kicks to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Out to Hardaway. Nailed from three-point land. Hardaway has got 7.
And he's got some growing confidence right now in the catch-and-shoot game, Hardaway Jr. Feels like he could score from anywhere.
Morris passes to Jokic. Doncic with the steal. Richardson against Morris. And there's Richardson on the assist by Doncic. And it's a 3-point Maverick lead. Morris outside to end the run. That one misses. And it's Dallas the other way. Up top, Marjanovic. No good that time. Good defense by Jokic. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot. Throws that one away.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul against Denver. For Dallas, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
That one drops for him.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Back to Doncic.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Redick comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Ray Burks checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. The Nuggets trail by 3. Campazzo. And a miss there on the triple. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Shoots it up. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
His touch from mid-range, and that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Out to the wing. Stolen by Brunson. Stein finds Burke. 1:41 left to play in the third. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You got to appreciate Porzingis, a willing screener, and he rolls quick to the open space.
Campazzo. Brunson covering. McGee. And the rejection by Stein. It's 2-on-1. And the wide open shot from Redick. Another three for Dallas.
I love how Redick gets it going from distance. Really a tremendous three-point shooter.
Campazzo. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Dallas shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first. A different look for Dallas. Mike Powell comes in for Porzingis. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for J.J. Redick. And then for Denver, Jokic comes in for JaVale McGee. And Porter subbed in for JaMychal Green. Pass to Millsap. Campazzo. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. He's got 9.
A good decision-making with the ball in his hands for Paul Millsap. That's a terrific feat.
Now here's Brunson. 34 seconds left in the third. On the wing, Hardaway. Shot clock at 5. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And Trey Burke gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Harrison. Porter against Hardaway.
Throw the other way.
Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 16-5 run. Stein passes to Burke. With 2 seconds left. Can't get the layup. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Dallas leading by 7. Josh Richardson out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Marjanovic. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in a power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Down low. Got a piece of it. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Runs in the pass to Marjanovic. Here's Finney-Smith. Millsap covering. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Hardaway. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Jokic high post. Marjanovic on him. Jokic with the bucket.
Now, that's not a chance that Jokic is going to mess up. He's too good around the rim.
Here's Brunson. Finney-Smith passes to Marjanovic. And there's the pass to Brunson. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Hardaway. To the paint, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And the Mavericks with some changes. Porzingis is checked in for Hardaway. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Morris dishes to McGee. Back to Morris. Pass to Harrison. Millsap with it. Here's Najee. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 7. Passes it to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Now you can see the defense is so shifted over to where Kristaps Porzingis is that they lose track of the situation, and he burns them with the pass.
Here's Najee. Richardson cover. Najee, good.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. To the inside. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Up top, Morris. Guarded by Doncic. Morris against Doncic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Good on the first, and that brings them within 8. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith, and so he hits both. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Doncic feeling it out. Down low. And Dallas again with the bucket.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Morris passes to Harrison. Back to Morris. There's the 3. Not going to go that time. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Doncic outside. Shoots it. Morris with the rebound. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. 9-point game. Millsap passes to McGee. Porzingis with the steal. Now Doncic. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth. Takes a 3. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's Denver now. And McGee kicks to Morris. 5 on the clock. His 3-pointers off the mark. From deep. That doesn't go either for Doncic. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining. The Nuggets are not holding anything back in the wardrobe department as they make and the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Damian Lillard, Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 2. And for the Nuggets, Porter is out there with Bol. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Austin Rivers. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
Now here's Rivers following the missed shot by Nurkic. Good work there as it goes.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Lillard. Here's Powell. He feeds it to Covington. Porter with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And there's the whistle called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good.
And like his father, Manute, Bol's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Pass to Porter. Inside, here's Rivers. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lillard fires away from way outside. And another turnover here by Portland. And here are the Nuggets now. Campazzo, he dishes it to Bol. And it's rebounded by Covington. And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
And it's the Trailblazers on the break. All going up court. On the basket by Jones.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Campazzo. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
A different look for Denver. Paul Millsap is checked in for Bol. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Austin Rivers. And then for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Norman Powell. Now here's Anthony. Lets a floater go, and it's Lillard missing. And Millsap, here we go. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Strong drive. That's how Millsap has to play, assertive and aggressive.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Count the basket. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
Already finding his spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
Porter against Jones. Right block shot. And it's Porter heading it to go.
Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
Now, here's Lillard. 5 points in the game. They get the rebound. Goes back up. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. Here's Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
Listen up now. Watch out. That's how you go after the basket. Millsap driving hard and punching it home.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Giles checked in for Portland. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Damian Lillard. Knocked away. Passes to Hollis Jefferson. Kicks it to Cantor. 4 on the shot clock. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. Shoots from 14. His shot's good from Cantor.
And with a diverse offensive skill set, Cantor isn't afraid to unleash that jumper.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. McGee inside. Anthony on him. The shot off that time. Now Portland takes it the other way.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Haji. Second chance shot. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. They get it back. The Trailblazers have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Anthony left side. Now Cantor. Good on the bucket. Cantor's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And the coaching staff doesn't have any issue putting the ball in Cantor's hands inside. And why not? That part of his game is very refined.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers.
I know that when the main guy...
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got C.J. McCollum, Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then it's Anthony, and it's Simons in at the 1 spot. Out to the right wing. Nurkic kicks to Powell. Back to Nurkic. Shooting foul. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in
to reviewing it, double-checking, and the game continues on.
Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Here's Jones after the Nuggets pick up 2. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Just 5 to shoot. The shot by Powell, no good.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Green dishes to Bull. Green breaking loose. Bull, that's good. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
Powell kicks to Covington, and the shot goes in. Covington's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
Well, I tell you what, that's Covington's game now. He's really thinking shot before he catches it.
Here's Harrison. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight, and that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Anthony's checked in for the Trailblazers, and Fernie Simons comes in for Damian Lillard. Here's Anthony. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now, here's Bull. To the middle. Here's Jokic. And Covington sends it back.
No, sir, not today. Don't come in here. Covington not having it.
The shot by Anthony, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Portland leading. Outside, Covington. Releases, and it's sent back by Jokic.
You know, this is what we've seen Jokic do every night. I mean, he puts himself in position to make an impact on the game.
The Nuggets shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Harry Giles comes in for Robert Covington. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Norman Powell. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simons. Excellent D there from Anthony. And now Portland on the break. Here's Giles. Offline with his 3. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. Jokic passes to Bull. Misses in close. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
And Cantor throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Jokic with the bucket.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Inside, Giles. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Yeah, big time height advantage there. And then he does not mess around. Good recognition to take it right at him.
Here's Porter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Boy, it was a bumpy start to his career for Michael Porter. I mean, this guy had his entire rookie season taken away because of back surgery and had a big mountain to climb just to get back out on the court. But, you know, to his credit, he made the climb.
He can't get it to go. And that'll do it for the first. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Enes Kanter. What a contribution.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
They've got Nikola Jokic. Michael Porter's out there with Bol. And it's Rivers. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And he's got a great balance of knowing when to slash inside. Porter needs to keep being this aggressive on the drive.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 5. Portland needs to get off a shot. Puts it up from 17. No good off the back of the rim. Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And Porter, here we go. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Count it.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently, neither did the defenders.
Lillard outside. Pass to Jones. And Jones with the stuff.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Lillard left side. Dishes to Jones. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. The drive by Jokic. Lays it up and banks it in. And it's a 5-point Nugget lead. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter. And boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career. And he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. The Blazers getting the bucket. Porter in the corner. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Campazzo, Millsap left side. Porter against Jones. Great D that time from Nurkic. Lillard with it. He's got 9. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. The Nuggets have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Pass to Jokic. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Nurkic.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And it's sent back by Millsap. Here's Porter. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Porter's got 8 points in the quarter. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Lillard the pass to Powell. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now here's McCollum. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Denver leading by 3. Harrison in the corner, and it's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. And McGee kicks to Millsap. Passes it to Harrison. Back to Millsap. 6 to shoot. Double team on Millsap. Here's Najee. And Cantor pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 3. McCollum right side. The pass to Cantor. Here's Giles. It's good.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Morris looking over the floor. Here's the floater. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Portland, they've got Powell. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the 1. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic has checked in for JaVale McGee. Cole comes in for Green. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. And it's Austin Rivers in for Harrison. Giles checked in for the Trailblazers. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Anthony Simons. Now here's Anthony. Following the miss by Michael Porter. Cole with it. Now defended by McCollum. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel. Portland trailing here. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Now here's Hollis-Jefferson. D right on him, and it's sent back by Jokic. Campazzo, he's guarded by McCollum. Got a hand on it. It's Hollis-Jefferson, top of the key. Chalk up 2 there. Hollis-Jefferson's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Trailblazers. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Trailblazers.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Hollis-Jefferson finds Kanter. Jokic with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Damian Lillard's checked in for Portland. Here's Jokic. And no good. Anthony with the defensive effort.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
And that one's good. Lillard.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Harry Giles. Jones checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Powell in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Now here's Lillard. Powell dishes to Nurkic. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's Bol. Here's Millsap. Jokic trying to free himself up. And Paul Millsap, the bucket on the assist by Bol. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also the ball hawk, the way they've come up with the steals, the way they've harassed the ball handler all day, forcing mistakes. They've really done a nice job of taking it home.
Denver leading by 4. Jokic passes to Morris. Let's go. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here is Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Down low, Nurkic, good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Harry Giles is checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Cantor comes in for Jones. And it's Simons in for Powell.
Boy, he is an all-star level talent for sure. Jokic, a safe bet in the clutch.
Here's Lillard. To the inside. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
And his teammates love it. Cantor taking charge on a huge possession. You can just see him brimming with confidence, not afraid of the big moment.
Campazzo pass to Jokic. Banked in off the glass. Jokic has got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Porter against Lillard to the left side wing. Takes the 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
You know, one of the things I like about Jokic's game is that he's a great passer for a center. And in many ways, his game reminds me of Vlade Divac's.
Lillard scanning the floor. Trailblazers keep it alive. Now, here is Morris. So we see Denver get the win here. So, thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it. The lights of downtown reflecting. Now it's ended up.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup.
Here we go.
You've got Luka Doncic. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter is out there with Giles. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 2. Now here's Lillard. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Chris, it doesn't matter if they're two of the best teams in the league or the two worst. When these guys get together, these rivals, it's always fun.
Yeah, Kevin, you're so right. When it's a conference rivalry, that's even better. They know each other so well, and that doesn't make them friends.
So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board.
You expect him to make those. They got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
To the left wing. From deep three-point range, and another 3 for Portland.
His three-point shooting is an important part of his game. Lillard has to hit that shot all night if he wants to keep the D honest.
Doncic passes to Richardson. Doncic right side. Lets the 3 fly. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Playing the revenge card right there. Trying to get those 3 points right back. Didn't work.
Hollis Jefferson in the post. Guarded by Marjanovic. 6 to shoot. Lillard way outside. That one doesn't go. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Over in the corner, Doncic. And that one goes long. Portland's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Hollis Jefferson passes to Giles. Hollis Jefferson with it. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Doncic feeling it out to the left side wing. No good from Finney-Smith.
Their focus next trip has to be getting a high-quality shot. I mean, they don't want to start the game 0 for 5.
Kanter finds Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. For Dallas, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Marjanovic passes to Finney-Smith. Back to Marjanovic. Dallas moving it around. Over in the corner, Doncic. Shot clock at 5. They need this one. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Lillard outside. Now the pass to Giles. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
I like to see this Lillard patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
Doncic outside. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Fires from the wing. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. Lillard looking around. 1:15 left here in the opening quarter. Richardson attacking. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now here's Burke. Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Oh, great flow to that possession. 2 players totally in sync with each other.
McCollum kicks to Powell. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the first. And a wide open look for McCollum. No good with the triple.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Hardaway against Jones. From downtown. And the rebound by Nurkic. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for Portland. Powell for three. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Here's Burke. No good. Good D by McCollum. To the paint. Here's Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets.
And so it's Portland with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling.
I think in the past, anytime I got it.
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. On the floor for Dallas, they've got Powell. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Cauley Stein, and it's Hardaway in at the 3, the small forward. Now Powell. And so they choose to intentionally foul. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Harry Giles is checked in for Anthony. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Covington against Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Lillard with it, and it's Richardson picking him up. And it's Lillard missing.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Well, no excuse letting Richardson get this close. I mean, you deserve to get dunked on when you give him this position.
And here are the Trailblazers now. Pass to Canner. Back to Lillard. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. Outside Covington. Tries again. Here's Giles. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Oh, I love it. He's working the ball down low. Always a good plan of attack.
Doncic outside. And he comes up with the deuce. Doncic has got the game tied up here for Dallas.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Finney-Smith. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Richardson, good. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree.
And Lillard's calm attitude helps in these spots. He doesn't force anything up, even when the clock is low.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Outside, Porzingis. There's the steal. And now Portland on the break. The shot's good from Cantor.
I love to see the bigs who run the floor on fast breaks. Cantor typically plays with a high activity level.
Doncic outside. Pass to Marjanovic. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Harry Giles. Jones comes in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony Simons. And Dallas with a change here too. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. McCollum left side and finished off by Nurkic.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, McCollum will find you.
Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. Powell dishes to Cauley Stein. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And the pass to Carmelo. It's rebounded by Dallas. 24 seconds left to play here in the half. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Now here's McCollum. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. It's Powell on the wing. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They've got a 2-point lead. Kenny, how'd you see it?
Well, they've been...
And that should...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
We've got Robert Covington. Giles is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Lillard against Doncic. Lets the 3 fly. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Damian Lillard.
Lillard's not going to let you get away with it. He wants those 3 points back, and he gets them quick.
Here's Doncic, and he banks in the layup. Doncic has got 11 points.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Pass to Giles. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Lillard, the pass to Giles. Back to Lillard. There's the 3. The rebound by Marjanovic.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That'll be his second foul of the game. J.J. Redick's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
And here is Doncic. 11 points in the game. Clock at 6. To the middle. Outside for Redick. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 4. Nobody near Lillard. Good on the triple. He's got 14.
Lillard, he has a sweet jump shot. The defense has to know he's deadly.
Doncic with it. Richardson outside. Pass to Marjanovic. The rebound by Giles. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Covington kicks to Giles. Pass to Cannon. That's a 2 from Lillard. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. Al Richardson, he has 5. Drops in the layup for 2.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Lillard against Richardson. Here's Hollis Jefferson. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Doncic outside, and Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dallas. Porzingis finds Marjanovic, and that one good. Marjanovic has got 7 points in the game. Trailblazers trail by 3. McCollum with the bounce pass. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Covington's checked in. A minute 50 left here in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. McCollum. A second chance effort from outside the arc. Here's Nurkic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Richardson.
280 pounds. I mean, Nurkic, he's a handful to deal with at times. I mean, you got to foul him.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays, there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Anthony with the bucket.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Cauley Stein dishes to Powell. Hardaway goes in. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Mavericks shooting their second and third free throws tonight. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Portland. Hardaway hits them both. Portland leading. Now here's Powell. He dishes it to McCollum. Back to Powell. Nurkic in the post, working on Cauley Stein. 5 to shoot. McCollum passes to Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Nurkic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the touch Nurkic has inside. I mean, I love seeing him be aggressive and look to get his shot from there.
Burke dishes to Cauley Stein, and they pick up 2.
Well, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He's been a major threat from... And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this way?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. 2 guards have to be able to make plays for others.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Jalen Brunson out there at Burke. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the power forward. Outside Hardaway. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Hardaway has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Mavs. And so they foul intentionally. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then for the Mavericks, Marjanovic checked in for Hardaway. Josh Richardson comes in for Burke. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Covington kicks to Cantor. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just trying to keep the momentum now, and that's easier said than done.
Here's Doncic. That shot, no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Here's Lillard from past the arc. And it's Giles missing. Dallas shooting percentage 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Jones, the pass to Lillard. Outside, Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Doncic outside with the teardrop. Good D by Covington. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Good.
Entering the NBA, I knew he needed to develop his mid-range game. He did it, and it's opened things up for him.
Doncic passes to Richardson. Stolen by Cantor. And an intentional foul right there. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Simons is checked in. Dallas also making some changes. Billy Cauley-Stein comes in for Marjanovic. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And the Mavericks call time here. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Look, they can't leave him alone for a second on the perimeter. Not the way he's shooting the three tonight.
Norkic checked in for Portland. Derek Jones comes in for Anfernee Simons. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Lillard outside. Down low. Boom, he jams it straight down.
This is one area where Lillard wants to develop. He knows his team needs his playmaking.
Mavericks trail by 3. Doncic outside. And the dunk by Doncic.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Lillard attacking. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Giles kicks to Jones. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Lillard. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possession. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
The Mavericks have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Doncic against Covington. Luka Doncic again.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
Here's Lillard. Portland needs to get off a shot. Porzingis with the steal. Pass break, Dallas. Richardson's running. Nurkic with the block.
His coaches and teammates like this type of energy. Nurkic demonstrating that he could be an anchor on the defense.
Portland moving the ball. Jones finds Lillard. Here's Giants. Changes up. Here's Nurkic. Nice D from Porzingis.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
So for the Trailblazers, Cantor comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson in for Derek Jones. Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. Jalen Brunson comes in for Richardson. Covington against Doncic. Dishes it to Powell. Back to Doncic. Goes up on the high post. Got it.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 3. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a 5.
Yeah, they have a little time to work with. The most important thing is to make whatever you take.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And he's been dialed in from the field, Kevin. Good on over 60% of his attempts. They've been working the ball around well, and he's benefited with a lot of open looks. And boy, has he made.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it.